What up, man? It's your big brother K-Rino. Question of the day. Would you let people or entities come in and take something that you built and established and made popular? Would you let them change you just because they gave you a platform to be big and get a little bit more exposure? The reason why I asked this question is because I saw an article about a young lady named Tabitha Brown. And Tabitha Brown has a show on the Food Network. And she's just unapologetically herself. You know, just a fly sister doing her thing, doing it the way she does it, expressing her actual real personality on the show and the way she cooks and does her thing, man. And now the executives at the network are trying to get her to tone it down or change it up, to switch it up. And so many times we've seen this. This is not the first time we've seen situations like this where they've asked rappers, singers, actors, different people in those fields that they have given a platform. They done slid some weight up under them. They ask them to change it up. But as many times as we've seen these things happen, it's very rare when we see one of the people actually say, no, I ain't changing that up for you. I'm going to keep doing it the way I do it, or we're not going to do it at all. That's really, really rare. And that's what Tabitha Brown did. She basically said, if you can't take me the way I am, then you don't take me at all. And I have to 1,000% commend her for that, because people tend to forget what made them who they are in the first place. And what makes you who you are is being yourself, being who you are. And when you reach a certain level, just being who you are unapologetically, this is supposedly what attracted the big companies to you in the first place. Oh man, I just love the way, and I'm sure in some of those initial meetings when they were first working out the original deal to give her a show, I'm sure one of them cats sat up in the office and told her, well, we just love you, just do it how you do it, we love the way you, because otherwise that would have never gotten through the way it is. So what happened after that to make them all of a sudden go, we ain't feeling that? Was it pressure from certain members of society that chimed in and didn't like it? You know, what happened? Because again, they always find a way. They'll bring you in, but they always want to find a way to water you down and switch you up and change you up. And money is that key motivator. You know, this is the same thing like with Dave Chappelle years ago. Same thing when he left $50 million on the table because they wanted to compromise his art. And when your creativity, man, is something that you hold sacred, when it's something that you cherish, man, believe it or not, many people are like, man, it ain't about the money. It ain't about the money. It's about that one person that was riding with you from day one, that loved the way you was, and it's about that one person that looks at you after you sell out and let them people switch you up, and they look at you like, man, that would be worse. That would be crushing. Some of y'all are, oh, they'll get over it. Yeah, but you give a piece of your soul, you give a piece of yourself up every time you sell out like that. So I just want to salute Tabitha Brown and use this as a lesson to anybody else, because many of us in this day and time are starting to veer towards the lane of creating your own business, building your own brands. You always hear the word brand, this, brand that. I'm starting up this company, my own company, online. However you do it, a lot of people are looking towards independence. And you never know what your business is going to do. You never know if you're going to be the next big thing. But you have to be rooted in some type of principles and some type of character to where a few things have to be in place. Number one, I'm not going to ever let nobody come in and compromise the integrity of what my vision was in the beginning. That's not going to happen. Number two, when I come to the table, I'm not coming to the table to be a beggar to any company who may have the ability to bump me up. I'm not coming to the table as a beggar. I'm coming to the table like Prince said years and years ago, instead of artists entering into contracts with labels, we should be more focused on entering into agreements. Like, you not my boss, you don't run me. Let's come to some type of agreement that works for both of us if I want to go down that road. So these are the questions you got to ask. Some people don't care. Some people like, hey man, I start this thing up and it start popping and somebody want to come along and give me 200 million, I'm selling. If that's your thing, that's your thing. But I always include all of us in the success of one of us. And that's the mindset that we have to focus on. It ain't always about me, it's about we. So if my success is starting to raise up, I have to look at it from the standpoint of like, well man, me coming up like this can be great benefit to us, not just me. So you got to ask yourself them tough questions, man. But I respect anybody who not going to sell out for the money, man. All right, it's your big brother K-Rino. I'll catch y'all with another one. I'm going to give y'all another one before the day is over with. I promise. Peace.